the second one where we will throw dark marker over here and then a little bit lighter marker on the front. And so I'm going to come back again with the 50 and repeat what I did originally. Now I'm going to go with 30 on the front. I'm going to leave, I may come back and make that handle a different color just for the sake of interest. But notice here what I'm trying to do, I'm not really filling in each of the spaces, but I'm just trying to use the contour, the contour of the front. I'm running my marker in that same direction. Here I don't want to hit that edge right there. I want to keep it white. And then lastly, I'll just add a little bit of extra marker over to this side to show off some contour. So I need to go over this a couple of times right here so that it's a little bit darker. I may add some more in just a minute. Still got this surface. And again, it should be just a little bit darker than this one. And I want to make sure that I see the difference between that surface and the one under it. So I just put a little bit of it's not really a shadow. Put a little bit more of this roll in here. And on this, as I'm moving up and down, I'm not really that worried about streaks. In fact, as we talked about earlier, those streaks might help this thing look a little bit extra glossy. And I'll probably come back in just a minute and add maybe one more, although I'm starting to lose some of the contrast between this and my 50. So actually, I'm going to get that 50. And bump that up so that it stands out some more, because the goal is really to create that contrast or to show off some of this roll. And all I'm doing here, whoops, lift that out. All I'm doing here is showing. The front is with the 30, and then this is I went over that front surface all the way down with 30 across this way, and then I came back this way to try and add the roll and also a little bit of extra contrast to potentially show off some of the glossy nature of that stainless steel. This is 50. Right there. This was 50 as well, but I've gone over it a couple of times to try and create that contrast of a downward angled surface. And the last thing I'm going to do, just to pop that handle out, I'm going to come in with a 70. As if this whole thing's stainless steel, but maybe this handle is a gray plastic. But I'm still going to leave that radius on this handle alone to show a little bit of a highlight right there. And so I'm putting 50 on the top surface of that handle. I don't have the knobs drawn in on this one. I'm going to add 50 where I've got gaps in between material, or in between parts, in a couple of spots. And you can see that's just a little bit nicer than the last one. Let's see, there's one other place I want to add. Just a little bit of 50 right across here. Maybe some across the top surface here. And so that's just a little bit more detailed than the last one, but you can kind of see how the stainless steel is starting to pop across here, because it's not quite as smooth a transition from the lighter gray to the darker. And so a little bit of that helps create that stainless steel look. I'm not going to go in and fix this one, but here's what I want you guys to do for homework on this assignment. Is finish this one. You've got, stage 1. Stage 2, we've still left that top surface open, and I want you to go ahead and do stage 3 on your own, which would be, if I was doing this, like here we've got This is 50. And that's all I'm using. This is 50. This is 30. So I've still got 30 right here. 50 right there. And that 30 rolls more layers. More layers of marker. But go ahead and finish inking this in with 3 line weight. And what I want you to do on this one is essentially apply the same technique, but instead of 50 and 30, let's bump this up to 70. What's on the side? Let's put 50 on the front and essentially follow the same thing, and 30 on the top. With this, what I want you to notice, and I don't know if your grill sketches will look like this, but on all of these I do have a radius drawn in a lot of places, and it helped me right across here. Typically, if it's a radius facing towards you and you want to show a lot of contrast, just like I've done right here, is you won't touch what's inside that radius. Just leave it white. Now, if it looks like it's too much contrast later on, you can always fill it in with whatever marker. But for now, go ahead and leave that clear. And that's what I want you guys to do for homework. Finish this one. So you should have 3. Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about before we go today, because that's not your only homework assignment for Tuesday.